You know that feeling when you're in the middle of an incredible dream. Maybe you're flying over mountains, reuniting with someone you miss, or you finally got your hands on Joffrey, and then your eyes snap open, staring into a boring ceiling while the dream is slipping away like sand through your fingers. But that's when you think to yourself, is it possible to re-enter your dream exactly where you left it? The answer is yes, you absolutely can. It's called dream re-entry, and it's just like any other skill you can learn. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it, step by step, without any complicated techniques or suspicious rituals, just practical methods that actually work. Before we talk about how to get back into a dream, it helps to understand why they disappear in the first place. When you wake up, your brain shifts gears. It moves from the chaotic associative thinking of REM sleep into the more logical sequential thinking of wakefulness. That transition basically overwrites the dream. Your brain starts processing the real world, the light coming through the window, the sounds in your house, the fact that you need to pee, and the dream gets pushed aside. The key to dream re-entry is interrupting that transition. You want to catch yourself in that in-between state when you're awake enough to make a choice, but not so awake that the dream has fully dissolved. That's the window we're working with, and it's smaller than you think, which is why what you do in the first 30 seconds after waking up matters more than anything else. Step 1. Don't move. This is the most important step, and it's the one most people mess up immediately. When you wake up from a dream you want to return to, do not move. Don't roll over, reach for your phone, or open your eyes if you can help it. Just lie there, completely still, in whatever position you woke up in. Here's why it matters. Movement sends a signal to your brain that it's time to be awake. Your muscles activate, your heart rate increases, and your brain starts releasing the neurochemicals associated with alertness. All of that pushes you further away from the dream state. But if you stay perfectly still, you can potentially keep one foot in the same dreaming world. Your body hasn't fully committed to being awake yet, which gives you a much better shot at slipping back in. So the moment you realize you've woken up, freeze. Don't move a single muscle. This is step 1, and honestly, if you can master this, you're already halfway there. Step 2, keep your eyes closed. This one's obvious, but I'm saying it anyway because it's easy to forget in that groggy, half-awake state. Light is one of the strongest wake-up signals your brain can receive. The moment it hits your eyes, your brain starts suppressing melatonin and ramping up cortisol, which is the opposite of what we want. So keep your eyes closed. Even if you accidentally open them, quickly close them again and try to relax every muscle around your eyes. You want your face to feel soft and heavy, like you're sinking back into sleep. If your room is bright, like if sunlight is shining through the curtains, you might want to consider using a sleep mask, as it creates a consistently dark environment and removes one more variable that could potentially drag you out of the dream state. Step 3, replay the dream in your mind. Now that you're lying still with your eyes closed, bring the dream back to your mind. Don't just think about it, dig as deep as possible. What were you seeing? What were you doing? Who was there? Try to reconstruct the scene as vividly as possible. Focus on whatever is linked to your senses, like the colors, the sounds, the textures. What did the air feel like? What could you smell? The more specific and immersive you can make this mental replay, the better. You're essentially telling your brain you weren't finished with the dream, and once your brain realizes it's important, it will automatically bring it back. Here's a tip that really helps. Focus on the last scene you remember. Don't try to rewind to the beginning of the dream or jump to your favorite part. Start exactly where you left off. It's the last thing your brain remember, and therefore the easiest to bring back. And it's much easier to re-enter from there than to try to reconstruct the whole thing from scratch. As you replay the scene, let yourself feel the emotions you were experiencing. Were you excited, scared, or curious? Those emotional states help pull you back in because they're connected to the same neural patterns which were active during the dream. Step 4, let go of trying. This is where it gets a little counterintuitive. You've stayed still, kept your eyes closed, and started replaying the dream. Now you need to relax. Actually relax, not just lie there thinking really hard about the dream. The problem with trying too hard is that effort creates alertness. If you're straining to get back into the dream, clenching your focus, analyzing whether it's working, that's all waking brain activity. It pulls you in the wrong direction. Instead, replay the dream and then let it carry you. Think of it like floating in water. You set the direction, but then you let the current do the work. The dream will pull you back in if you let it. This is the part that takes practice. There's a balance between actively visualizing the dream and passively drifting back into it. Too active and you stay awake, too passive and your mind wanders to other things. The sweet spot is a kind of relaxed intention. You're gently holding the dream in your awareness without gripping it tightly. Step 5, use a mantra or intention. If you're having trouble with that balance, a simple mantra can help anchor your focus without creating too much mental effort. As you replay the dream, repeat something like, "I'm going back. I'm in the dream. I'm there." Say it in your mind slowly and calmly, over and over. This gives your brain a gentle, repetitive task that keeps it from wandering while also reinforcing your intention to return to the dream. Some people find it helpful to phrase the mantra in the present tense, as if it's already happening. Instead of, "I want to go back to the dream," say, "I'm in the dream." This tricks your brain into acting as though the dream is already real, which makes the transition smoother. Step 6, fall back asleep. All of this only works if you actually fall back asleep. That might sound obvious, but here's the thing. Some people people get so focused on the technique that they end up lying there for 20 minutes, wide awake, getting frustrated. If you've been trying for more than 10 minutes and you don't feel yourself drifting off, that's okay. Sometimes your brain is just too alert, or your REM cycle has passed. Don't force it. But if you do feel yourself starting to sink, that heavy, floaty feeling where your thoughts start getting weird and disconnected, lean into it. That's the threshold. Let yourself go. The dream might pick up exactly where it left off, or it might continue in a slightly different form. Either way, you're back in. Now for some bonus tips. A few extra things that can improve your chances. Wake up naturally. If an alarm jolts you awake, you're already in fight or flight mode. Your best opportunities for dream re-entry come when you wake up on your own, especially during the last few hours of the night when REM sleep is longest. If you do need an alarm, make it something soft, a gradually increasing tone, or quiet music. A blaring alarm is the enemy of dream re-entry. Practice dream recall. The better you are at remembering your dreams in general, the easier it is to re-enter them. Keep a dream journal. Even a few keywords jotted down each morning will strengthen your dream memory over time. Get enough sleep. If you're sleep deprived, your brain prioritizes deep sleep over REM sleep. That means fewer dreams and less opportunity to practice any of this. What if it doesn't work? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Dream re-entry doesn't work every time. Sometimes you wake up too fully, or the dream just isn't there anymore, or your brain has other plans. That's normal. Even people who are really good at this don't succeed every single time. But here's the thing. The more you practice, the better you get. Your brain starts to recognize what you're trying to do, and over time, the technique becomes more natural. You'll find that you can catch yourself earlier, stay calmer, and slip back into dreams more easily. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't work the first few times. Keep at it. Now leave a like if this guide helped you, and subscribe for more astral equations.